Right, morning. So, big topic today, big topic. So, I'm going to talk about leadership and productivity. Now, the reason why this has come up, I had a big meeting yesterday, and it was a bit of a shambles, to be fair, because, yes, look, an hour of somebody's time is as productive or unproductive as you want it to be. Yeah. So, let me give you an example. I used to work in an office, and I remember saying once to the team leader, yeah, what have you done to become a leader, to get this title? I've worked here 30 years. So I said, so you've worked here 30 years. Does that give you the ability to be a team leader over other people? Yeah. What have you done? What have you read in terms of leadership? What have you read in terms of productivity? What have you read? What do you understand about psychology in order to get the best out of people? What do you know about it? Or have you just worked here 30 years? Oh, well, I know the system. I know this, I know that. Basically, she's done nothing. And through backstabbing, through brown nosing, cozying up, slagging off other people, licking, brown nosing, there's no other word for it, yet she's managed to become this team leader. Now, yes, she knows the system, but the system changes. So someone starting with a new system, if someone starts with a new system, they're going to know it just as well as somebody who's worked here 30 years. Now, I haven't got anything against anybody who's worked anywhere for 30 years. Yeah. But if you don't move with the times, yeah, if you don't understand what leadership is, what are you doing to get the best out of your staff? Yeah. And the truth is, probably nothing. Probably nothing. So I look at it like this. This is how I look at it. The UK is just, so there's recession, there's the UK economy, look, just above. There's literally between the UK economy crashing and us just keeping our head above the water. And let me give you some huge examples. People, I've just dropped my daughters at school. People are on the breadline. People are scraping by. What is the government doing to help everyday people? Now, I'm going to give you a few examples. See, our economy is 0.01% growth. That's next to nothing. That's just above recession, just above. We drop a little bit, we're in a recession. Now, to get that into positive figures, 1, 2, 3% growth, we need to get 1 million people back into work easily. No, not easily, but to get out into that 1%, you need 1 million people back into work. To get 1 million people back into work, you need jobs. Yeah, there are jobs. If they counted all the jobs now, there's over 1 million jobs around the UK. The problem with that is those jobs aren't where people want to work, aren't where people want to live. They're all over the place. So I'll give you an example. I got offered a job as a Fed in London. Now, I don't want to be a Fed in London. It'd be the worst place to be a Fed. Yeah. So I was offered a job and I turned it down. Now, you'd say to yourself, well, if you now can't get a job in the Midlands, that's your fault because you was offered a job. And you would be right, because I was offered a job. But, well, there's no buts. That is a fact. Luckily, I'm able to do my teaching and stay doing what I'm doing. However, I didn't want to be a Fed. I actually wanted to be, I wanted to bypass the Fed stage and go straight to CID. But yeah, that, and on the graduate scheme, I still could do that. And in fact, I might even look at it because I've just had an idea. No, I'm not. But my point is productivity. So the government have gone some way to try and tackle the issue. So HS2. So we've now got HS2 and they're building it all over the place. I've just been stuck in 2 temporary traffic lights because they're doing the building for HS2. Right, now, HS2, they are hemorrhaging money. It's one of the biggest con bags. The government are getting absolutely conned. So much so that they're looking to completely scrap the contractors that they've got already and bring in new ones, because so many contractors, what they've done is they've, let's say, build HS2 for 100 steel pipes. I don't know, I'm making it up. Yeah, but they only needed 50, and the other 50 they're going to use for other jobs. So they're doubling the profit. There's scams everywhere. People are scamming the government left, right, and centre. So it's not just benefit fraud. It's building contractors, local councils. Birmingham City Council is or has gone bankrupt. There's another city council that's about to go bankrupt. I can't think what it is. My point is these places are going bankrupt because of poor leadership, destructive leadership, horrendous leadership. And I'm going to give you another example. So I've taught in America, and the school day in the richer parts of America starts at 7. The girls start swimming lessons at 7. So you drop her off at school. She does her swimming. So she swims at school from 7 till 8, or however long it is, 7 till 7:45. Gets changed. School bus takes them to school or whatever it is. Have breakfast, school, first lesson 8:30. What time they finish school? 4:30. 4:30/5. The government, what they could do tomorrow, yeah, to get. So I'm not just this person who just slags people off. I come up with solutions. Yeah, you put change the school day to 8:30 or 8. So you can drop your kids off at school at 8. There's books they could go and read. They could do all kinds of things. They could do their PE. For me, PE should be 8 till 9 or 7:30 till 8:30. That's what time PE should be, because you've done your PE, your heart rate's up, your metabolism's going, then you go and have breakfast. These kids are having Red Bull, Monster, whatever drinks it is, prime drinks on their way to school. It's ridiculous. Change the school day to 8 to 4:30 or 8 to 5, yeah, with breaks in between. That way, the million people I said at the start who can get into work can go and do a honest day's work wherever it is, instead of, oh, I can only do 9:30 till 3 o'clock because I got to pick my kids up. No, it's a ridiculous concept. It doesn't work, and it doesn't happen anywhere else. Japan is killing us. France is killing us. Germany is killing us. Yeah. I was watching something the other day. They were saying, should we pay grandmas and grandparents for childcare? What are you talking about? It's the family unit. So yes, we live in a society now where we don't really care for our grandparents. Some people do, some people don't. In the year where my great grandma just had her 100th birthday the other day, and got a letter off the King and Queen. You got to look after your grandparents. So if they're going to spend their time picking your kids up from school, then you look after them as well when it comes to time to look after them. Yeah. I just don't get it. I don't understand the psychology of people. So my point is it's not up to anybody else to look after your kids. We got to look after our own kids. It cost me a fortune to put my daughter into nursery. She's in there now till 5:30 when we finish our day's work. Does this make sense? So why is it that at nursery, nursery is 7:30 till 6, but school is 8:45 till 3:05? How does that work? How do you go from nursery full-time to school part-time? Yeah. When we've got an obesity crisis, get these kids, do PE 5 days a week, 8 till 9, or 7:45 till 8:45. Shower, breakfast, PE at school. So you look how stupid the curriculum is. You got PE in the middle of the day, if it's outside, that is. So I get it. In summer, outside, you do cricket, you do football, you do rugby. But in the winter months, it's got to be AstroTurf, indoor, or swimming pools. We've got local swimming baths. Use them. Get them used. You've got indoor basketball courts. We should have all the basketball courts full. All the 3G football pitches full. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. these things should be full. Yeah. Yes, certain areas in the UK are better than others. Yeah. But this has to come from the top. The leadership has to come from the top. Leadership shouldn't come from the bottom. Should come from the top. And the thing is, because the leadership, they're not doing anything. That is the problem with this government. They're not doing anything. And they're talking about, we're more worried about, I've got a cough, more worried about bloody Ukraine than they are about fixing things here. We've got, where I live, beautiful countryside, houses, 600,000-700,000 pounds. They've just built a 1970s horrific old people's home. No architect. The architect must have got paid by the hour, because he's done like 2 hours work and then that was it. It's awful, absolutely awful. Anyway, back to my thing. I got 2 more points. So I've said HS2. The other day, I've been getting a train recently, and train's been fine, absolutely fine. But the other day, a train back from London, yeah, was absolutely horrific. Toilets wouldn't flush. None of them worked. The train was delayed by 30 minutes, 35 minutes, then stopped at, I think it was, I can't think of the station. Stopped at a station like Derby for another bloody, well, it couldn't have been Derby. I don't know where it was. For Northampton for like 40 minutes. So he was on a train where you couldn't go to the toilet. Yeah. Ridiculous. And when you did go to the toilet, it was a horrific sight. Ones and twos everywhere. No one could, it was horrific. My point is why are you letting that train leave the station if the facilities, would you have left that train if one of the connectors wasn't working? So why didn't you would have been much better letting the train at the station for another 20 minutes, get the cleaning crew in, get all them toilets clean and working, yeah, so that the people who are going to be trapped, that's the word, trapped on the train, yeah, could use the facilities. Yeah, this is there's again leadership call. What's another one? English, I'm not going to say British, English football managers. Why is an English football manager not won a trophy since Harry Redknapp in 2007? And before 2007, an English manager, I don't think, an English manager has never won the Prem. Howard Wilkinson won the First Division in 92. Yeah. Why? I'll tell you why. I tell you why. Don't read. We don't read. We go by, oh, well, I know this. Yep, I've been in football for 30 years. You don't read, so you don't know. Because you don't read. Look at all this. I can't even pick something. You know, I'm reading all the time. I got a book come yesterday. I got books coming today. Knowledge, you know, and the thing is, they're scared of people with real knowledge, which is a shame. That's why it's easier to just get a Portuguese guy. Yeah, why are Portuguese managers? If I'm Portuguese and I wanted to coach in managing the Prem, I'd have a better chance of managing the Prem than any English person at St George's, which is down the road. Yeah, you know, I can be there in 20 minutes. Yeah, so I could be in St George's in 20 minutes. Yeah, a guy a couple thousand miles away in Portugal, however far Portugal is away, got a better chance than I have. Why is that? Tell you why. Because there's 92 clubs in the league. All of those chairmen, yes, they own, apart from a few, yes, they own football clubs, but they're not sharp. They don't understand what it takes to achieve. That's why my next book is The Price of Winning is different to the price of taking part. Yeah, again, leadership. Where does leadership come from? Yeah, leadership's got to come from within, but not only from within, it's got to come from the ability to make big decisions, not just stupid decisions. Not go back to the woman who worked in the office who became the team leader through brown nosing. Not just brown nosing, not licking, not sticking, not grassing people up, not false narratives. Out for delivery. Yo, I'm gonna get that today. Wicked. Right. So just to bring it all back together, out for delivery. Yo, today's gonna be a good day of videos. So bringing it all together, leadership. We need strong leadership. And I'm not going to jump on the Trump train, but what I am going to say is what Trump is doing is absolutely fantastic, because he's, rightly or wrongly, he's showing leadership. And that's what people need. Yeah, Keir Starmer tried it with the old people winter tax. That's done now because it's going to get warmer. So now that it's done, and it's going to get warmer, no one's going to worry about that. You don't need to worry about that for another month. So now he's talking about getting tough with Ukraine, sending troops out to Ukraine. If he does, great. We need 100,000 people less. So send 100,000 people out there. Collateral damage. That's what their mindset is, not mine. That's what their mindset is. I wouldn't send a single soldier. Not a single soldier. And I'll tell you why. Because we've got our own war here. We've got our own war here. And when we've got our own war here, we need to fight that war here. Why is, we've got an army. Why, look, you know, we've got territories around the world. We've got problems around the world. Listen, why are we not in our African colonies building housing, building infrastructure? Why is Blackburn falling apart? Why are grooming gangs able to groom over 50 young girls and go unnoticed for so long? We've got our own wars here. Yeah, we've got a housing crisis. If we've got a housing crisis, we've got to be tough. I watched a video the other day, and if you look at my TikTok, I posted it, and then TikTok took the video down. There was a woman who's behind in her rent arrears, £1,000 behind in her rent arrears. She got kids. She can't afford to put gas in the thing. The house is destroyed because she's got a parrot. There's parrot doo-doo everywhere. She's walking around in the slippers. The garden's smashed in. All of this type of stuff. Evict her. And this is what I'm saying. Evict her. Put the kids into care. Yeah. There's a system. There's a care system. Yeah. Put the kids into care. Evict the mom. Give her 6 months to a year to get herself cleaned up. Get herself off the fags and the booze. Get herself clean. Get herself a job. Get a CV done. Give herself some time away from her normal drudgery. Yeah. To build her life. Then she gets her kids back. Where's the leadership? Where's the strength? Where's the ownership? And instead the geezer gave her 20 quid to put some gas in, which is great. But the old saying, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish, he'll eat forever. That woman clearly cannot look after herself. She clearly cannot cater for herself and her children. Clearly cannot. So therefore, evict her. Put her into a shelter. Take the kids away from her. And the system, some people cannot help themselves. It's just impossible for them. However she got herself into that situation, it was her decisions that got herself into that situation. Therefore, she needs to pay for it. And the way the government can help is by turning the economy around, getting from 0.01% up into the 1, 2, 3%. Listen, like and subscribe, guys. Go to my YouTube channel. See you later. Bye.